Hello guys, welcome back to Wikidev channel. In this video, we're going to see MCQs and applied mechanics. Applied mechanics पे MCQs क्वेश्चन कैसे आते हैं वो हम देखेंगे, उन्हें सॉल्व करेंगे. In which way we can solve the MCQs on this applied mechanics. We'll see. Basically, there are three types of questions will appear in your exam: easy, medium, and hard. Okay, few questions will be very easy, few questions will be like medium, and few questions will be hard questions generally 2 marks के लिए पूछे जाएंगे. Easy medium will be on 1 marks. If you see here, um, a set of question paper I have created for you. In this you can see some questions will be theoretical, some questions, more of major of the questions will be numerical based one. So this subject applied mechanics is if you divide into theory and practical, numerical, theory will be covered to 30% and numerical will be 70%. So 70% numerical subject है applied mechanics, and if you want to, you know, if you are trying to copy a question and paste it on Google, you will not get the answer. Google will not help you. You have to use your logic. Because numerical question में value change हो गया तो same questions will not appear on Google. You have to use your own logic and solve it. How you can solve it, I will tell you. Um, if you see in this video, you will learn minimum 3 chapters, 2.5 chapters. First chapter, that is force mechanics and force system. Second chapter, that is simple lifting machine, and third chapter, which is resolution and composition. From third chapter, I am going to cover resolution in this video, first and second chapter, and only resolution. Now, if you see the first question here, it is a definition. Dash dash is a branch of science which deals with the study of forces and their effect on rigid body in motion or at rest. Now, study of forces, it simply means applied mechanics. This is the name of subject, and you should know the definition of applied mechanics. It is very simple. Applied mechatronics answer nahi hai, applied thermodynamics is not answer, applied science is also not an answer. Okay, so for first question the right answer will be applied mechanics. Okay, applied mechanics is the branch of science which deals with the study of forces and their effect on rigid body in motion or at rest. And what is meant by rigid body, we'll see in second question. The second question is the body which does not undergo any changes in its dimension or shape. It is saying does not undergo even after application of force. Now plastic body पे अगर आप force apply करेंगे, so it will show some deformation. Elastic body will definitely show some deformation. Deformative body itself, it means it is showing some deformation, but rigid body will not show any deformation. Okay, so the question is asking is not undergo means this is the right answer. So rigid body is the right answer for this question. Now what is meant by a rigid body? When you are applying a force on a body and it is not showing any deformation, मतलब shape and size उसका change नहीं हो रहा, कुछ भी changes नहीं आ रहे उसमें, dimensions के change नहीं हो रहे, like if elastic body में आप उसको खींचेंगे या फिर press करेंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि वो या तो बढ़ रहा है या तो कम हो रहा है उसका shape and size. Plastic body also will show some deformation, but rigid body will not show any kind of deformation. And ऐसा कुछ होता नहीं है, or practically it is not possible. Rigid body is just an assumption. Okay, it is just an assumption. Theoretically not possible. Sorry, it's a theory concept, practically not possible. So in mechanics, we are going to consider every body as a rigid body and we study. Okay, so this is the second question. If you see the third question, in actual machine, mechanical advantage is dash dash velocity ratio. Now there are three terms here. What is meant by actual machine? What is meant by mechanical advantage and velocity ratio? Actual machine is a machine where friction will be available. Okay, एक्चुअल मशीन में efficiency जो है less than 100% होता है. Okay, if you see there is another machine, that is ideal machine, where efficiency is 100% and no friction. Okay, so for ideal machine, mechanical advantage is equal to velocity ratio. But what about actual machine? In actual machine, as efficiency is less than 100% and friction is there, so mechanical advantage will always be less than velocity ratio. Okay, the answer is less than. Now what is meant by mechanical advantage? Mechanical advantage is the ratio of load upon effort. Velocity ratio is the distance traveled by effort, that is to distance traveled by load. Okay, I have to write here distance traveled by effort to distance traveled by load. Okay, so this should be not should be, in actual machine, mechanical advantage is always less than velocity ratio. So for second question, third question, answer is less than. Now if you see the fourth question here, a machine having an efficiency greater than 50% is known as. Okay, now there are another two machines: non-reversible machine, reversible machine. Okay, now what is meant by reversible machine? A machine which go in reverse after removal of your effort, and a machine which does not go in reverse or does not rotate or whatever in reverse condition after removal of effort. Okay, also we can divide it into on the basis of efficiency. If efficiency is less than 50%, that machine is called as non-reversible machine. And if a machine having an efficiency greater than, now they're asking greater than, a machine which is having less than 50% is non-reversible machine, and a machine which is having the efficiency greater than, that is greater than 50%, is a reversible machine. Okay, so the right answer will be रिवर्सिबल मशीन. अभी ये जो बाकी की दो क्वेश्चन हैं ये कंफ्यूज करने के लिए रखे हैं आपको. So the right answer for greater than 50% is reversible machine. Now we'll go for the fifth question. The method of splitting a force into its components. Force को split करना है उसके components में without changing the effect on the body is called simply resolution of forces. Simulation of forces ऐसा होता नहीं, composition भी नहीं है. एक force को, suppose there is a force F is there and we are splitting it into two components, okay, Fx and Fy, then this method is called as resolution of force. So splitting a force into its components is called as resolution of force. Now we'll go for the sixth question. Characteristics of force or characteristic of force. Force have some characteristics. Like force, if you see, force have always a magnitude, like we say that 20 Newton, 30 Newton and all. And also force will always have the direction, which direction you are applying the force. Okay. And force also have the nature, either you can push the object, okay, or you can pull the object. And point of application is where you are applying the force. So magnitude, sense or nature, direction and point of application. So you cannot click any single option here. So there is another option you have, that is all of the above. So this is the right answer for characteristics of force. So ये सभी characteristics of force है. So answer is all of the above. Now if you see the seventh question, mechanical advantage is known as the ratio of, earlier I told you it is the ratio of, you know, load upon effort. Simply, if you see the definition of mechanical advantage is the load upon effort. And load को हम denote करते हैं W and effort को denote करते हैं P. So load upon effort. So W by P देखना है आपको. P by W नहीं है, P by VR नहीं है, W by VR भी नहीं है. So the second option is the right answer. We go for eighth question. A single force which can produce the same effect as it is produced by the number of forces of the force system acting on body is called. थर्ड चैप्टर का क्वेश्चन है resolution and composition. उसमें a single force which can produce the same effect as it is produced by the number of forces on the force system acting on the body is called. It is the resultant force. Answer है resultant force. Why? You know, resultant force क्या करता है, अभी समझो एक पॉइंट है, यहाँ पे बहुत सारे फोर्सेस एक्ट हो रहा है, like this. I'm taking the example of concurrent force system. Okay, now ये पॉइंट पे क्या इफेक्ट होगा इतने सारे फोर्सेस एक्ट होने के बाद. ओके, 20 न्यूटन, 30 न्यूटन, 40 न्यूटन, 60 न्यूटन, such kind of forces are acting on this point. तो इतने सारे फोर्सेस एक्ट होने के बाद जो भी इस पॉइंट पे इफेक्ट होगा, समझो ये इस डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है या इस डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है, वट एवर डायरेक्शन. सो I'm going to convert four forces into single force. Okay, and I will show that this force is going in this direction with some magnitude, that is 35 Newton. So this will be the resultant. And itna force आपने apply किया with some angle theta. So it will show the same effect as these four forces are showing the effect. So that is called as resultant. Okay. तो यहाँ तक जो क्वेश्चंस थे, अभी ये भी क्वेश्चंस थोड़ा मीडियम लेवल पे आएगा. Now we'll see little bit. We'll go to the hard questions. थोड़ा बहुत. This is an interesting question, ninth question. If summation of f of x is positive and summation of f of y is also positive, then the direction of the resultant will be. Okay, I have to create the quadrant system here. This is x, this is y, plus, plus, minus, minus. Okay, so fx is positive and fy is positive. Okay, so the resultant will go in the first quadrant. Okay, plus, plus, so first quadrant. Second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant is not the answer. Okay, so the answer you have to click is the first quadrant. I will go for the 10th question, that is the a system in which two or more forces acting simultaneously on a body in the same plane, then it is called as. Now there is this is the point which is very important, same plane. Same plane means coplanar, okay, and two or more forces means force system, okay, forces, okay. Now what will be the answer? Same plane means coplanar, so coplanar forces, उन्हें बोलते हैं हम कोप्लेनार फोर्सेस और कोप्लेनार फोर्स सिस्टम. The rest of these are not answer. Okay. नॉन कोप्लेनार मीन्स नंबर ऑफ प्लेन्स. अभी बहुत सारे फोर्सेस है लेकिन अलग अलग प्लेन पे है, तो वो होता है नॉन कोप्लेनार फोर्सेस. एंड जो अप्लाइड मैकेनिक्स हम पढ़ रहे हैं एमएसबीटी के अंडर में, उसमें नॉन कोप्लेनार फोर्स सिस्टम उन्होंने सिलेबस में रखा नहीं है, ओनली कोप्लेनार फोर्स सिस्टम रखा है. सो यू शुड बी कॉन्फिडेंट अबाउट कोप्लेनार फोर्सेस. Now the 11th question, if you see here, in a simple screw jack, a pitch of the screw is 10 mm and the length of handle is 450 mm. Now this focus on the marks. This question is made for 2 marks. Okay, so you have to focus here. 2 marks है, hard question है. It means numerical is there. It is not a theory based question. Now you have to find out velocity ratio. If you see the syllabus, they have focused on velocity ratios of different machines. So they may definitely ask on velocity ratio. So uh, you should know how to find out the velocity ratio. आपको पता होना चाहिए कि velocity ratio कैसे निकालते हैं. तो velocity ratio का normal definition है distance traveled by effort upon distance traveled by load. बट हर मशीन का वो अलग होता है. नाउ मशीन का अगर नाम स्पेसिफाइड है तो इस मशीन का वेलोसिटी रेशियो अलग रहेगा. ओके, नाउ सिंपल स्क्रू जैक बोला है, उसमें भी दो तरह के होते हैं. इधर यू कैन अप्लाई द लोड ऑन एफर्ट व्हील, ओके, सॉरी नॉट लोड, एफर्ट. एफर्ट आप एफर्ट व्हील पे अप्लाई कर सकते हैं या फिर हैंडल पे अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. सो नाउ दे आर सेइंग हैंडल, ओके, तो फॉर्मूला डिफरेंट होगा, एफर्ट व्हील के लिए डिफरेंट होगा. सो सिंपली आपको क्या करना है ऐसे टाइम पे, you have to remember the formulas. I will show you the list of the formulas here. Now if you see the simple screw jack here, there are two formulas. Now velocity ratio for handle, simply you should remember handle को length होता है और effort wheel को diameter होता है. So we have two formulas. You have to pick the right formula. That is the first formula, 2 pi L upon small p. 2 pi L upon small p. Okay, now I will write here velocity ratio, that is 2 pi L upon small p. Small p is generally it's a pitch in this screw jack and that is given 10. Okay, 2 and pi, we have to take it in calci, same 2 pi, and what will be the L? So length of handle is given into 450. Okay, now if you take this in calci, you will get the velocity ratio. अभी आपको ये कैलकुलेट करना है कितना आएगा. Okay, so I will check the answer how much. Length of handle is given. The answer is you'll get 2 282.74. Okay, there is no unit for this velocity ratio, unit nahi aayega, so you have to see 282.74. So this will be the right answer, first option. Okay, so the first option is the right answer, 282.74. If you put all the right values, we'll get the answer. I will go for 12th question. The diameters of bigger and smaller pulley of Western differential pulley block are 250 mm and 100 mm respectively. Find velocity ratio. See, you have to focus on which kind of machine they have given. Western's differential pulley block. As I told you, the velocity ratio will be changed for every machine. You have to remember that formula. Now they have given the diameters of bigger. Now Western's differential pulley block में दो पुलीज होता है, एक बिगर और एक स्मॉलर. तो दोनों का डायमेंशन दिया है, बिगर का 250, स्मॉलर का 100 mm. Now find the velocity ratio. Now what is the formula for Weston's differential pulley block? यहाँ पे है Weston's pulley block. Okay. Now I'm looking this. I know the formula, but for गलती ना हो इसलिए I'm taking the help of this sheet, formula sheet. Weston's pulley block. If teeth are given on that pulleys, then you have to take this second formula, but they have not given this. They have given just the diameters. That is the diameter of bigger pulley and smaller pulley. So 2d upon d minus d we have to take here. Now simply what you have to do here, velocity ratio 2d upon d minus d. अभी आपको फॉर्मूला देखो, व्हेन यू आर गोइंग फॉर ऑनलाइन एग्जाम, आप घर से देंगे उस वक्त आपके पास होगा ये सब मटेरियल. यू हैव टू पुट योर लॉजिक. उसमें आपको जस्ट फार्मूलाज में वैल्यूज अप्लाई करना है. अगर आप कॉलेज में दे रहे हो तो यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दिस फार्मूला. आप घर पे हो एंड यू हैव द फार्मूलाज, जस्ट यू हैव टू अप्लाई राइट फार्मूला अप्लाई करना है आपको. अभी डी, कैपिटल डी इज द बिगर डायमीटर ऑफ द पुली. जो बिगर पुली है उसका डायमीटर, और जो 100 है वो स्मॉलर पुली का डायमीटर है. सो स्मॉल डी कैपिटल डी. आपको 2 इंटू कैपिटल डी लेना है 250, और नीचे अगेन 250 माइनस 100. ओके, तो ये कितना होगा 500 और नीचे का 150. सो इट विल कम अराउंड 3.33 समथिंग. बट इफ यू सी द ऑप्शंस, ऑप्शन में 3.33 नहीं है. ओके, now I will make it 3.33. So now option C is the right answer. क्योंकि यहाँ पे मिस्टेकली 2 ही लिख दिया, दो ऑप्शन सेम आ गए. So take the third option, that is 3.333. This is the velocity ratio for this Weston's differential pulley block, where two diameters are given, bigger and smaller. Okay, we'll go for the next question. For a worm and wormill, now the different machine we have for worm and wormill, the number of teeth on the worm wheel is 78. The diameter of effort wheel is 400 mm and that of load drum is 330 mm. तो क्या क्या दिया है यहाँ पे? Number of teeth on the worm wheel. उसके लिए हम उसका फॉर्मूला देख लेते हैं पहले. If you see the formula, worm and worm wheel. There are number of formulas you have here. I will take only single formula, that is LT upon NR or RT upon NR. Okay. Worm and wall will का velocity ratio. अभी diameter of effort wheel दिया है, तो I will take RT upon N small r. Okay. I have to check for a worm and worm wheel, the number of teeth on worm wheel is 78. So number of teeth are given here 78 on worm wheel. Okay. So T is given 78. The diameter of effort wheel is 400. तो diameter को आपको convert करना होगा radius में, and the load drum is 300. So ये होगा आपका diameter capital D, ये होगा small d. इसको R में convert करना होगा, 400 को divided by 2 करेंगे, so R will be 200, and इसको small d को small r में convert करना है, 300 divided by 2, so it will be 150, and the T is 78, and N, what is the N? The worm जो होता है उस पे कितने नंबर ऑफ थ्रेड्स है वो अभी इसमें गिवन नहीं है, सो n आप कुछ नहीं लेंगे, आप n की जगह पे, सो विल टेक द फॉर्मूला दैट इज RT अपॉन स्मॉल r. ओके. अभी कितने थ्रेडेड है, सिंगल थ्रेडेड है, मल्टी थ्रेड है, अभी सिंगल थ्रेड को भी 1 आएगा, यहाँ पे ये सेम फॉर्मूला आएगा. मल्टी थ्रेडेड है तो कितने हैं, 5 है, तो यहाँ पे 5 लेना होता है. अभी यहाँ पे कुछ दिया नहीं है, सो विल टेक दिस फॉर्मूला just RT upon R. If you see that list of the formula, वहाँ पे भी उन्होंने मेंशन किया है RT upon R, LT upon R, RT upon NR, LT upon NR. N means अगर threads given है तो लेना है, N नहीं है तो नहीं लेना. Now I'm taking this RT upon R, the first formula. Okay, just put the values and you will get the answer. Now R कितना है, 200 into 78 upon small r, that is 150. Okay, you'll get the answer. I will tell you the right answer. कैलसी में पुट करना है. The answer is 104. आप जब सभी ऑप्शंस सभी वैल्यूज प्रॉपरली पुट करेंगे कैलसी में, बी केयरफुल व्हाइल ऑपरेटिंग कैलसी. अगर न्यूमरेटर में बहुत ज़्यादा वैल्यूज है तो यूज द ब्रैकेट. ओके, न्यूमरेटर के लिए ब्रैकेट और डिनोमिनेटर के लिए अलग ब्रैकेट यूज करके कैलकुलेट करो, सो विल गेट द राइट आंसर. So for the 13th question, the answer is 104. Option A is the right answer. Now we'll go for the next question, 14th question. A single purchase crab has the following details. The length of handle, अभी single purchase crab दिया है, so इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा given data होगा. You have to be careful for this. We'll see the first formula. Single purchase crab. Okay, there are two possibilities. If effort is applied on handle, then you have to take the first. If effort is handled on the bill, so you have to go for second formula. Now the formula is d upon small d into t1 upon t2. First check कि length of handle दिया है या diameter दिया है. Length of handle दिया है. Okay, see here, length of handle. So take the first formula, 2L upon small d into T1 upon T2. Take this first formula. 2L upon small d into T1 upon T2. Velocity ratio is equal to, okay, now you have to put the right value at right place. Now length of handle is 40 centimeter. बाकी सब अगर सेंटीमीटर में है तो कन्वर्ट नहीं करना है, अभी सेंटीमीटर सेंटीमीटर इज गिवन, so no problem. So length of handle is 40, so 2 into L will be 40 upon the diameter of load drum. The diameter of load drum, that is small d, is given directly 20. So small d लेना है आपको 20. Now T1, number of teeth on pinion 16, number of teeth on in the spur are 80. So always remember जो ज़्यादा होते हैं उस पर पे होते हैं, and that is T1. 80 and T2 pinion कम होता है, so 80 by 16. Okay, so if you put these values, if I cut this, it will be 2 to 4, you know, and 4 को कट करेंगे, यहाँ 4 होगा and 2, so no need of calci. I think the answer is you will get 20, and option में 20 है. Okay, this is the answer. यहाँ पे calci की भी ज़रूरत नहीं है, can easily calculate. For this 14th question, answer is 20. Now if you see the next question, and it is the last question for this sample question paper. It was for 20 marks. 5 questions were for 2 marks and 10 questions were for 1 mark. So 15 questions are there in this set. I have the another set and I will cover in the next video. Okay. On the same syllabus, first, second and third chapter. Now 15th question. A force of 100 kilonewton, and it is of resolution. Third chapter का है ये. A force of 100 kilonewton makes an angle of 135 degree with the horizontal. Find its orthogonal components fx and fy. Now इसके लिए आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, कितना है, a force of 100 kilonewton makes an angle of 135 degree. Okay, पहले हम xy एक्सिस बना लेते हैं. Okay, this is xy axis. Okay, यहाँ से स्टार्ट होता है 0, 90 डिग्री, 180 डिग्री, 270 डिग्री एंड लास्ट में 360 डिग्री. ओके, नाउ सपोज इस पॉइंट पे वो फोर्स अप्लाई हो रहा है ओरिजिन पे, ओरिजिन ओ. ओके, नाउ विल चेक कितना हो रहा है, 100 किलोन्यूटन और 135 डिग्री का एंगल है. अभी 135 एंगल है तो ये कहाँ जाएगा, सेकेंड क्वाड्रेंट में, 90 के इस साइड में. So there is a force like this. Okay, this is the force. Suppose a force of 100 kilonewton makes an angle of 135 degree with horizontal. Find its orthogonal components fx and fy. Now यहाँ से 135 degree है. They have given the angle of 135 degree from here. Horizontal बोला है. Okay. Now what you have to do? You have to take it angle from only second quadrant. फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट से नहीं लेना है, सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट से. ये 90 माइनस कर दो. इतना जो एंगल है फ्रॉम 0 टू 90, ये 135 में से माइनस करो. ओके, 135 माइनस 90, सो विल गेट 45. ओके, तो यहाँ से अभी इतना एंगल जो है इस फोर्स से ये होगा 45. इट मीन्स इधर भी 45 होगा. ओके, टोटल जो एंगल होता है एक क्वाड्रेंट में 90 डिग्री. तो अभी ये जो फोर्स है वो सेंटर में है. नाउ इसको आपको क्वेश्चन में पूछा गया है, फाइंड इट्स कंपोनेंट्स, ऑर्थोगोनल कंपोनेंट्स एफ एक्स और एफ वाई निकालना है. ओके, तो इसको स्प्लिट करना है आपको. ओके, स्प्लिट करने के लिए हमें क्या करना है, ऑर्थोगोनल बोला है तो एक जो जाएगा पैरेलल टू वाई एक्सिस, एक कंपोनेंट अलोंग वाई एक्सिस, और एक जाएगा अलोंग पैरेलल टू एक्स एक्सिस. नाउ ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, ये जो एरो है उसी के साइड में जाना है आपको. ओके, इधर राइट में नहीं जाना है, लेफ्ट में ही जाना है, एरो के साइड में. अप में ही जाना है, डाउन में नहीं जाना है, एरो के साइड में जाना है. ओके, तो ये होगा स्प्लिटिंग. नाउ दिस विल बी एफ एक्स, this force will be fx, and this will be fy. Now you have two options. You may take the angle to from x axis or from y axis. Now if I take from x axis, I have to take cos with fx, and if I take with y axis, I have to take cos with fy. This is the general rule you have studied in your classes. Okay, now I will take the angle with y axis, suppose. Now the angle is 45 degree. I will remove everything. So this was the force. Now suppose this is the condition we have. Okay, now this is the condition we have. Now angle is, I have taken with y axis. Okay, this is the y axis. Okay, now this force is making angle with y axis, that is 45 degree. Now for to solve this fy, we have to take this force F, that is 100 kilonewton. F अभी y से एंगल है, सो यहाँ पे आएगा cos थीटा, दिस एंगल. तो एफ एक्स को जाएगा एफ साइन थीटा. अगर हम एक्स एक्सिस से एंगल लेते तो उल्टा हो जाएगा, यहाँ कॉस थीटा आएगा और यहाँ साइन थीटा आएगा. सो नाउ आई हैव एफ वाई, that is f cos theta, and now I have fx, that is f sin theta. Okay, now we have to consider also sign convention. Fx is going left. Okay, from here it is going left, it means minus. If you see from origin or anywhere, if some force is going on left side, you have to take minus. Going on right side, take plus. Going on up side, take plus. Going on my downside, you take minus. So it is going in left direction, so fx will be minus, and it is going upside, so fy will be plus. So fy will come plus, fx will come minus. Now you have to just put the values. Now take the sign convention. Minus f, f is given, that is 100 kilonewton, so I just take the value 100, and sine angle is 45. Now again f, that is plus 100 and cos 45. Always remember, the magnitude will be same if the force is making angle with x and y same 45 and 45, तो इनका जो मैग्नीट्यूड है सेम आएगा, बट जो साइन है वो डिफरेंट रहेगा, इसके लिए माइनस और इसके लिए प्लस. नाउ द आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन, रिजोल्यूशन एंड कंपोजिशन का ये क्वेश्चन था. आई विल टेल यू, एक माइनस आएगा और एक प्लस आएगा. ओके, सो द क्वेश्चन वाज ऑफ 100 किलो न्यूटन. So the answer will be for fx, if you put this value in calci, minus 70.71 kilonewton, because it is in kilonewton. Now it is plus, अभी सेम आएगा. एक बार आपने कैलकुलेट किया कैल्सी में, तो अगेन करके देखो, अगर एंगल 45 है तो ये भी सेम आएगा. ओके, तो जस्ट आई विल चेंज द साइन, दैट इज 70.71 kilonewton, and we have to see this option minus 70 plus 70 in the question. They have given first option minus 80 plus 80, second option plus 70 minus 70. ये कंफ्यूज कर सकता है. fx जो है वो माइनस है, so this is not the answer, this is not the answer. If you see the third option, minus 70 plus 70, this is the right answer. ये फोर्थ ऑप्शन भी नहीं है, so ये कंफ्यूज हो सकता है. यहाँ पे आपको आंसर तो बराबर ला सकते हैं आप, बट साइन कन्वेंशन भी इम्पोर्टेंट है. आपने साइन गलत कर दिया तो आपको लगेगा ये भी आंसर है, ये भी आंसर है, अब क्या करें, आप कोई तो भी एक गलत चुन लेंगे. बट अगर कोई फोर्स लेफ्ट में जाता है तो माइनस, याद रखना, राइट में जाता है तो प्लस, अप में जाता है तो प्लस, डाउन में जाता है तो माइनस. ओके, सो इन दिस वे you can will get the right answer. So the right answer for last question is C. Thank you very much for your patience. Okay, for showing your patience. I'm thankful to you. And if you have any doubt, you may ask via comments. Okay, see you in the next video. Thank you.